and welcome to Texts and Clay. I'm Lottie and I'm the creator behind everything that you'll see here on this channel. So for this quick intro video, I thought it'd be good for everyone to see who I am and also to know how Texts and Clay started and what my goal is for the channel. So to start off with, I'll just explain a bit about me. So I'm again called Lottie, I'm 26. So I live in the Cotswolds with my partner Chris and my dog Tigger. I'll insert a photo of Tiggs somewhere, and there isn't much more to say on that. Both work from home and we both work full time, so it's quite handy that we work from home because I don't have a lot of travel going between work and home, but I do actually have a lot of other hobbies, so my spare time is a little bit limited because I enjoy reading, drawing, playing Sims, cross stitch, embroidery, clay. Then I've got my normal life, cooking tea, doing the food shops, dog walks, and then also just spending time with Chris and Tigger. So it doesn't leave loads of time, but I do specifically try and make time for my clay. That is one thing that I sort of do more often. It's probably between clay and Sims, to be fair. So back in 2023, for my birthday, me and my nan would generally just go out shopping, and we normally go clothes shopping together, but this specific year I wanted to find a new hobby, so that was before all the cross stitch, embroidery, that sort of stuff. I wanted to find a new hobby and I was looking on Pinterest and I found these, what I now know is polymer clay, but I think it was like a little green crab or something, and I wanted to make those sort of things, but I didn't realise at the time that there was such thing as polymer clay. So we went to Hobbycraft and I bought Hobbycraft's own clay and some general tools and some Hobbycraft own acrylic paints, which I still actually have got, and I made like a little carrot and 3 peas in a pod. That was my very first creations, and I've made a lot since then, but I have also moved away from Hobbycraft's own version of the clay. It's not for me, don't like it, it's too sticky, too wet, too difficult. And once I found Das, for only 50p more, it's such better quality, and I just won't ever move away from Das. I have got another brand that I need to try that I've got, I just haven't done anything with that, it's been in the drawer for ages. Das is my go-to. But since then, I have generally always created gifts for other people with clay. So generally for people's birthdays, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas, those sorts of things, I will make something with clay purely because I have it, and also I think it's quite nice to have a handmade gift and it gives me something to do and keep practicing with the clay. And Chris is generally my guinea pig for things. I've made him quite a few little things and they're all on his desk. One of my goals for this channel is just to generally show what I get up to with my clay and with Texts and Clay. It is very much the very beginning. I've had my Instagram account called Texts and Clay for a fairly long time, and my followers are sort of steady, but I don't really post on there because I don't have loads of photos to show because I'm not very good at taking photos. Well, no, I can take the photos fine, but it's just taking photos all the time to keep posting, to be posting regularly. So that's why I do need to just make things. I generally will make things for an occasion, for like someone's birthday or it's needed for something. So I do need to step away from that. So I have got 2 pieces ready to paint over there. I've got a few in the cupboard that need sanding. But generally for this channel as well, I want to show the whole process really of coming up with the idea to creating it with the clay, drying it, sanding it, painting it, sealing it, and it being finished. And also I want it to be just quite a nice channel. One inspiration I've had for this channel is a channel called Charrings, and she makes polymer clay earrings. And I love watching her studio vlogs, and all of her videos really, but specifically the studio vlogs. So that's sort of the aim I have for mine, but it won't be called studio vlogs because I don't feel like this room is in any way a studio. It's both of our work setups. He also has a gaming setup for him. I will play Sims here as well. I don't know what I'm going to call them yet. I did actually do a vlog on the weekend, but I was a little bit moody last night, so I've actually deleted it. So I thought this would be a good start to show who I am, what the aim is for this channel, and what I'm going to create. So one thing that you'll see from my channel and my posts is that, oh, I have a visitor. Ready? This is Tigger. Yes, one thing you'll see from my channel is everything, and this is, this will be my niche and overall theme as well, will be Mediterranean themed. So, and I'll get on to why. But before, I would always create things that I sort of created them as I wanted. But every time I wrote down my ideas, I always went back to one theme, and that was Greece. I love Greece. I want to live in Greece. And it's not just one of those, oh, I want to live in Australia or I want to live in America. I genuinely want to live in Greece. I love that place. I've been going to the same hotel since I was 3. I think I was 3. And I'm now 26. Admittedly, we don't go every single year, but when I was younger, we did go every year. You know, I just love that place. I just love Greece. And everything I've made, I always put in brackets, Greek themed. So I thought, I don't want to just base everything on one specific theme, for instance Greece, because also I like the Italian theme, you know, so I thought Mediterranean. So everything generally will have a Mediterranean theme. For the most part, especially towards the beginning, it will be Greek. That doesn't mean I won't do anything non-Mediterranean, just that is where my sort of overall niche will be. In this theme, it will include soft colours, so lots of Mediterranean type colours, blues, greens, yellows, reds, oranges, burnt orange, and also be quite coastal themed as well to a point. So whether you're here because you loved handmade crafts or air dry clay or the Mediterranean style, or because you enjoy small business content, or you're just simply curious about the process of being creative or creating items, specifically air dry clay, then I am glad that you did find Tutton Clay. Not sure how, because I have no subscribers, but I'm very glad that you have seen this. Please do subscribe. And also, I don't think everything will be creating items. I do want to do air dry clay tips and tricks and things that I find helpful, and sort of just general videos on that. I do eventually want to create a guide at some point. So I want to do 2. One will be a basic guide, and that will just be everything you generally need to know if you want to start working with air dry clay. And then I want to do a second one, which will be at a higher price point, but it will be updated regularly, so you always get the most up-to-date information, and it will have a lot more content in there and a lot more information. So that's one of my goals. I sort of briefly started it. I have a little few notes in my notepad, which I can't currently find, but that is one of my goals. Don't know when, I don't want to put a time to anything. So if there's anything specific that you'd like to see from me or this channel, then please do let me know in the comments. If you have watched so far, then just leave a heart emoji in the comments so I know people have watched. And thank you very much for joining me on this one, and I hope to see you all again very soon.